Hey everyone, I'm Marissa.
And I'm Haley.
And today we're going to talk about heroes and anti-heroes. Now, what is a hero, Haley?
Well, I'm glad you asked. A hero is almost the basic bitch of all characters. I don't know why that cracked me so much. It's a person who is admired or idolized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Basically, whatever pops into your mind for a hero. Honestly, really most superheroes, like Captain America. There we go.
Superman? I first thought of Harry Potter, but that's more chosen one. But yeah, no, he's got hero qualities.
He's a hero.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a basic bitch, but
I can't believe that you doubted that the Harry Potter, the boy who lived, was a hero. I'm ashamed.
You're ashamed? Okay,
I'm
well,
ashamed
this
of
is the
you.
end of the podcast, guys. Bye.
Yeah, bye. But Marissa, what's an anti-hero?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because it's a protagonist that lacks the conventional heroic attributes. It's someone who's considered. It's the idea has evolved over time, so it's kind of hard to nail down. But
Yeah,
we're gonna give some examples, and I think like once we do, it'll like click in people's heads.
yeah. I think it evolves mainly because what a hero is evolves as
Yeah,
well. Like, man, I wish I came up with examples before recording. But what was a hero considered a hero in like the 50s is not always what we consider a hero now.
I mean, I think a good
So
example would be Batman, because Batman has evolved over the years. Because we wrote him down as an anti-hero, but like just like him as a hero, because like in the was it the 50s was the golden era for comics. I
mm,
think it is, and like you couldn't have certain things, you couldn't do certain things, and you had like, um, oh my god, I'm blanking on his name, but it was a little more silly, a little more kid friendly, and they really toned down a lot of the stuff. And I think that's like when Batman was like the stereotypical hero, but now he's moved into anti-hero territory now that he's allowed to be more PG-13 and above, depending on the movie and the comic.
no, but I
Um,
mean like a character that was considered a hero without changing him
yeah.
would be considered an anti-hero.
Hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. And I don't really have an example of that. So maybe I might be wrong on that. But I'm sure I am. Audience members, people listening, listeners, fellow writing addicts, if you know what I'm saying and you agree and you have an example, please tell me because this is gonna bug me.
It's really gonna bug her. She's gonna text me in the middle of the night and be like, "God damn it, I finally found an example," but now it's too late.
What's interesting though? This episode was actually suggested to us by a friend of Marissa's. And so this is dedicated to you, Yashi. Hi, if you're listening.
Yeah, hi Yashi.
But and I thought it was interesting because I didn't realize that the idea of like an anti-hero, like a lot of people don't actually know what that is.
I didn't think it was so hard to pin down. I thought like, oh, an antihero, like everyone knows what that is, and or it has examples and everything's fine. But then when we were researching it, it was like, no, it's kind of slippery, the definition.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, just very odd. Not what I expected.
But
But oh, sorry, Haley, you go first.
okay, I was just gonna say we should talk about our examples. I mean, you already
Oh, I
brought
was
one of
gonna
them
do
up.
that. So we're on the same page. Okay.
Twinsies.
Gotta be twins. All
But
right.
you already brought up Batman.
Yeah, I brought up Batman, but I also say it depends on the Batman. Because, okay, I'm not like super into comics, so don't come for me. But like I did hear this quote where it's like, if you could see the version of Batman that you're seeing can comfort a small child, then it's Batman. But if you can't see them like comforting a small child, then it's not Batman. It's another character wearing a funny hat. And
Hmm.
I loved that iteration of Batman because like I've seen so many Batmans where he's just violent for like way too violent, and he kind of goes a little too far into like villain. It's kind of weird. But Batman is definitely an anti-hero.
I don't know. That's why I like. But I'm the minority. I'm also not a comic book reader, so I don't have that hanging over my head. But I kind of like the more edgy anti-hero Batman. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's okay. It's probably because I like that it's different. Well, not so much anymore. Anti-hero superheroes are more popular, and
Yeah.
now, like nowadays, they're making their heroes more edgy. But like back then, like around like Dark Knight
Yeah,
era,
Dark Knight.
yeah, it's a lot like the superheroes that were portrayed were a lot more heroes than they were
Yeah.
anti-heroes. So I
And
like that it
Batman
was
came out.
different.
Yeah, Batman was definitely like the leader of the anti-hero kind of for superheroes.
I
Which is
also
why I
like
liked him so
me
much.
I also like a like an e-boy angsty wet cat type of person. So
So the latest iteration of Batman, yeah, that is
yes.
my Robert Pattinson is one of
Pattinson,
my favorite
yes.
Batmans actually.
Yeah.
No, like genuinely like I really enjoyed that movie. I really enjoyed his portrayal of Batman and what they're trying to do with him, and I'm excited to see what they do with him going forward. I am generally excited.
I just like that it was the first like the first year of him being Batman. Like this is him being new to it.
Yeah. I'm not crazy. They didn't show the parents dying, did they? I think they skipped that.
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember. I'll have to watch it again. Which, yay, that's never a bad thing.
That's that's new.
Yeah.
Then we have the speaking of anti-hero superheroes, we have the classic, the one that if you think of anti-hero, he's probably one of the first people you think of. We got Deadpool.
Ugh, I
Deadpool.
love Deadpool. My fourth wall breaking baby. Oh, I love
Uh,
him so much.
I just realized as we talk about our anti-hero examples, we should probably talk about what makes them an anti-hero. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we're so
okay.
bad at this.
So, real quickly with Batman is like obviously he's a bit more violent than some superheroes. He's
Debatable.
debatable, but
Also depends.
if you look at like Superman versus Batman, you get like two shining examples of how they're different. Superman is more like I don't know, just
Goody two
good
shoes.
old huh?
Goody two shoes.
Goody two shoes. He's got let's also hold up the morale of everything. And Batman's like I could see him just swearing at all times and just and doing whatever takes to get what he needs done. Well, Superman's just like, oh, I got a moral compass that I can't cross, you know?
Yep. Again, depends on which Batman we're talking about.
Yep, depends on the Batman. But
Because the one that
Deadpool,
you're thinking of, that I know you're thinking of, and for some reason the actor's name escapes me.
Adam West?
Yes, that
Yes.
is who you were talking about, Adam West. Yeah, he. I think. Well, okay, I can't. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't say anything more because not technically, I haven't actually watched those movies. So,
I've seen some of them. I can't remember. I watched them like as a kid. So I've seen them. Like I've seen one at least. I don't remember which one.
but okay, with Deadpool though, Deadpool
Deadpool
is
though.
definitely no questions asked. No matter what iteration or version you see, Deadpool is the anti-hero
He's the yeah. Where's
because
Francis?
because he's like he's definitely like a chaotic neutral character.
He's definitely chaos incarnate. But like not saying that like he doesn't have like a moral code, he does. It's just no one can figure it out.
It's his own.
It's his own. Yeah, and he will literally do whatever he wants to do.
He doesn't
And
even necessarily do like saves the day to save the day.
no.
It's more like for his own reasons.
Yeah. I know another one. We've talked about this character before, and I'm gonna keep talking about him. Victor from Vicious. You can kind of see it, but it's kind of in the background. That red book in the background. That's
If
Vicious.
anyone was wondering why we keep talking about Vicious, it's because when we wrote these episodes, we just finished reading Vicious, so that's kind of just top of our mind.
Top of
So
our mind,
sorry,
but
sorry if you're tired of hearing about Vicious. It's a good book though. You should read
it's
it. But
it's a
yes,
definitely a good
continue,
read.
Marissa.
But what I like about Victor is he saves the day. He stops the bad guy, like a genuine bad guy, not because it's like, oh, it's the right thing to do. He does it because he's got revenge, like he's got beef,
Mm-hmm.
and he just happens to do the right thing along the way.
Yeah. What's interesting is that like we talked about like with the definition of a hero on like certain like heroic qualities. All of these anti-heroes do have these do have like some heroic qualities to them.
Yeah,
Like Victor is definitely courageous,
yeah,
which is, you know, something you normally attribute to a hero. So I guess maybe if we want to evolve the definition, it's not so much that they don't have like they lack the conventional heroic attributes. I mean they don't have all of it for sure,
no.
but I think it also kind of depends on I think it depends more on their morality than anything,
I feel like
on like
also
why.
they like it's like they pick and choose which ones they have. Because like
Yeah.
with Victor, he like he does have a moral code. He will like he stops to save a child at one point. Like, stop. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna go too far. I don't want to ruin the book. Um, but like he does have a little bit of a bleeding heart. Not that he's. I mean, he's still a jackass, but you
Yeah.
know he's.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I got a bit of a cough. But yeah, he's still a jackass. But like he still cares, and that's what makes him. I think an anti-hero is that like yeah, they may be jerks to an extent, but they still care.
Yeah.
Um,
uh you know what, this isn't in our list of anti-heroes, but I just thought of it. I
mm,
think you could consider Katniss Everdeen an anti-hero, maybe.
huh. I feel like
Like,
he's more of a reluctant hero. I don't know.
because like the most of the book, it's like she is 100% focused on survival, and when she saves the day, she's not really doing it to save the day.
Yeah. A lot
But
of
I don't
times
know,
she's
see,
trying to
this
save
is
her sister, and that's basically it.
man, you know, this is why anti-hero and hero, this is where it gets kind of
It's a
blurred.
very blurred line. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? We'll come back to that one as we keep discussing other anti-heroes, and we can determine.
I know another one that like is one of my favorites is Veronica Sawyer from Heathers because I don't know. Again, she takes down the big bad, but it's like not because it's the right thing to do. She's I have to because no one else will. In a way, I don't know
Hmm.
how to describe it. You've seen Heathers. This is we're talking
Yeah.
about the musical. You can also see the movie,
I've
but
never
we're
seen the
talking about the.
movie. I've only seen the musical.
Oh, okay. Um, well, it's very similar, so you're not missing much.
Hmm. What makes her an anti-hero?
Cause like I wouldn't describe her as a heroic character. Cause
Maybe an anti-hero is someone that doesn't necessarily do the right thing, as opposed to a hero, which could make mistakes, but on the whole, they're doing the right thing.
yeah.
Well, Veronica, most of the time, is like she turns against her friends,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of turns into a bully, and then, so I guess spoiler alert, she's kind of kills Heather, right? Am
Well,
I
no, she
remembering?
doesn't. It's her boyfriend that does.
Oh,
He tells him not to, but then she justifies it in her head. So she like
I need to rewatch it. It's been a while.
it's been a while, but yeah, no, it's fuck, what's his name? I don't remember. It's been a while. I know it starts with a J.
Oh, her boyfriend JD.
Yeah, JD. There we go. Yeah, JD's mostly the killer.
Yeah.
He just has to kind of go along with it.
You see, guys, this is we made it sound so simple when we just gave the definitions, but when you actually start talking about it,
When you actually narrow it down,
yeah,
it's like
what makes this character an anti-hero? What makes this character a hero?
yeah,
Um, Another anti-hero. It's okay. We're getting into like ancient Greek play
yeah.
territory, but Medea, if you know about her story, she she like ends up killing her kids. Spoiler alert, I guess.
I mean, if you haven't seen Medea, it's been out for so long.
It's been out for centuries, so you
Yeah,
better
I
get
know.
on that.
Sorry.
Yeah, but because, like on the whole, she's kind of right.
She is right. Like her husband is being an absolute asshole and is like, "Hey, I'm gonna go marry this princess and to make our kids princes, and I'm just gonna leave you behind." Even though like Medea was like cursed to love him in a I don't remember which where was it was she was cursed? She was cursed to love him though. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't of her accord.
whatever the prequel is called, I have no idea what it
I'm
is.
blanking on it right now, and like my, I feel like all the like everyone's just screaming it at us like it's this, and it's like I'm sorry.
I don't know. I feel like this is definitely English major, theater major type
Which is
knowledge.
funny because I'm an English major and you're a theater major. We're failing.
Hey, okay, I'm still earning my degree. So I can say I'm still learning. You have your degree, and I will hold this over your head until I graduate.
Yeah, you know, this
Um,
coming summer.
yeah, but man, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like she's right, but her methods of or what she does is wrong. Like she
Yeah,
kills her kids and the princess that
I
Jason
think
wanted to get with,
she kills the
and
princess and like and like the king, I think as well.
yeah, and the king as well. So it's like she's right, but she has a trail of bodies.
Yeah, and then literally, Deus Ex Machina just flies out of the house
Later, bitches.
on a chariot,
I
leaving the
love
husband
her
with nothing.
in her murderous ways.
I love her. Just it's fantastic.
Maybe it wasn't actually a play. Maybe it's just in the story of Jason and the Argonauts.
No, Medea is a play.
No, I know Medea's the play, but like where it talks about her being cursed, like where she got
Oh, oh,
cursed,
oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
might not have been a play. It might just have been in the story of Jason and the
Yeah,
Argonauts.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Good.
I
We
hope we're
we
right.
hope we're
Then
right. Otherwise,
I'll
you know
I'll
what?
earn
Tell us
my
tell us down
degree.
in the comments what it is, and
Yeah,
we'll apologize after we look it up. Um, but I mean, overall, do we like antiheroes? Do you like antiheroes, Haley?
I do. I mean, honestly, I find them more fun and morally complex than just a regular hero. Like, okay, you probably knew this from the second I called heroes the basic bitch of character arcs
Yeah, way to
archetypes.
go.
But I just I don't know. I like especially when the antihero really goes into the deeper topics and the whole question of like morality, and they're actually being questioned about their like their choices, especially the more murderous ones. I mean,
Wow.
you know what? Another antihero I like John Wick. He's definitely an antihero,
Yeah.
and he's one that you root for because the dog, and so it makes it fun to watch him murder. His body count must be huge,
We
like
which
out of the four movies.
yeah. And here's the thing, I don't think we see all his kills. That's what's fun.
Mhm.
We only see a select, viewing.
Well, actually, do we see all of his kills? We might. Like, I mean, okay, we see all the kills that he kills in the movie.
Yeah,
Nothing else
obviously.
from the previous, like, before the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no, I
you
mean
were
I really like anti-heroes. I'm kind of like you. I like that they're a little more complex. I like that they're weirdly enough. I like that they're selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
They're more human that way.
yeah, I'm just like it's. I don't know. I'm kind of I don't think of myself as like a great person. I'm not saying I'm a bad person, but like I have bad days. I get selfish. I get envious. I relate more to someone who has those struggles than someone who's just like, I'm going to save the day because it's the right thing to do. And I'm like, thank you. I'm glad you're doing it. But like, is that all that you're doing it for?
No, this is where I think the whole, like, what is considered a hero evolves over time. Because I've
Yeah.
noticed, like, heroes nowadays, like, the more contemporary heroes, are more flawed and more selfish and lean slightly more towards the anti-hero territory.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, like, I'm starting to appreciate heroes more nowadays than when I was, like, a child.
Yeah. Same.
But I think another way to kind of do like hero versus anti-hero. I think like heroes are characters that you're supposed to look up to. They're the person that you should somewhat strive to be like. Maybe not
Yeah.
at first, but like by the end. While an anti-hero is more like a reflection of humanity. Like this
Yeah.
is just us. And we're not saying they're not necessarily going to be better or worse by the end. Like they could. They could start anti-hero and go more towards the hero, but yeah. Man, I'm smart. I should
Yes.
I
Yes,
should
you
really
are. And I'm gonna clip that. So anytime you call yourself stupid, I'm just gonna put it on loop.
No.
Yes.
Good luck. You're not gonna do it. You're too lazy.
No, I'm gonna do it. I have to edit this anyway.
You're also gonna forget about this.
No, no, I won't. All right,
Mm-hmm.
everyone. That is all we have for you today. Be sure to check us out on Twitter at Writing Addicts because I want to know who is your favorite antihero. You can also tell us on Instagram at writing.addicts.
Also, make sure to subscribe or follow us depending on where you're watching/listening to us so you can get notified for the next episode. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.